So in Halo 2, there is this shaft on the mission The Great Journey, and at the bottom and top of them are two hidden areas that you probably never noticed. But we still have to find a way to get to them. So can we do it? Let's give it a shot! So these two hidden areas are located on the mission The Great Journey. Now I'm not really sure what to call this room, but there's a bunch of brutes and a giant shaft, so I just call it the shaft room. This room is located in the first building that you enter on this mission. Now for whatever reason, Bungie decided to not put map barriers even though there's a body of water at the bottom of the shaft. So if you can find a way to scale all the way down this without dying, you can get to the first hidden area. Now I'm not really sure what to call this room, but there's a bunch of brutes and a giant shaft, so I just call it the shaft room. So to start with this, we first need to clear out all the enemies in this area. There are a ton of brutes, but before we tried to find a way to scale all the way to the bottom without dying, we first needed to knock some Covenant space crates down the shaft. Our goal was to tackle two birds with one stone. If we could somehow find a way to get to the bottom without dying, we then wanted to find a way to launch all the way to the top. Now it's a pretty far distance, we didn't even know if this was possible, but if we could pull it off, it would be sick. In order to be able to get the distance needed to launch all the way from the bottom to the top, we would need to activate a couple of skulls. So for this, we turned on the Feather, Boom, Sputnik, Bandanna, and Streaking skulls. This combination of skulls would allow us to get up to double overshields and also make us light enough so that we can travel significantly with explosions. So at first it looked like I could pretty easily get to this lower ledge. I had my brother stand up at the bridge so in the case that I died, I could repeat attempts. I just gotta get down there. I was able to get to the first ledge rather easily, but with the water you can't really see the ledge below you, and I wasn't sure if it was a safe distance to jump without assistance. Luckily, my brute shot came in handy.
The problem. Drunk.
I could just like corner right down this. Okay. Perfect. I was able to make it to the ledge under the water, but we weren't quite out of the woods yet. We still needed to hit our Covenant space crates down these open slots and then find a way to get to the bottom without dying. Now, because I didn't have the Acrophobia skull on, I was only going to be able to fall for a couple of seconds before I died. This is a lot easier to see in the anniversary graphics.
It was also a lot easier to see my beautiful blue eyes. Get down tonight, down tonight. Down tonight, down tonight.
Oh, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
Okay, you can come down here now. You can die.
No time to talk. What? What are you doing?
Dude, I'm like,
You die?
come down here, yeah. You're gonna be red. Don't be concerned, dude. There's a little oil spill down here.
The oil spill.
This looks like you're underwater in Minecraft.
I'm under the water. Please help me.
Does it not?
No one's
Okay.
like, we're not gonna bother with this. No one's gonna get down there. Little did they know.
So my first plan to launch to the top and second hidden area was to line up one of these Covenant space crates just below one of the gaps in the ceiling. If I could get the right trajectory, the plan was to stand on top of this while my brother threw a grenade and I threw a grenade as well underneath the crate. But then I realized, well, I don't have any checkpoints, and realistically, if I fail this launch and die to fall timer, my brother would likely die with the grenade explosion, which means we'd have to get to the bottom again because we didn't have any checkpoints. So for this reason, I decided I was going to throw a grenade underneath the crate while he shot a brute shot at the same time. I'm going to throw a grenade at this crate, and I need you to brute shot it as the grenade's exploding, but you need to stand over there so you don't like die. You're going to be my spawn beacon. Wow.
Very good. Very good.
So the first attempt using a frag grenade and a brute shot was terrible, but before I gave up on this method, I wanted to see what using a plasma grenade with that same brute shot tactic would do. I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot at the base of it, but you're gonna have to stand back a little bit. I'm gonna throw a plasma grenade this time.
Okay.
Terrible. Terrible time.
Listen, dude. Listen, dude.
So even though we only attempted it a couple of times, this crate method just didn't seem to be working. We weren't really getting much height at all, and moving the crates into position so that you're not hitting the ceiling directly above you was pretty time consuming. We only had a couple of attempts in a few minutes. This wasn't looking good, but then I thought I found a solution.
See, watch us do this again.
Wait a minute, there's a stack of plasma grenades. Let me see if I can do this.
I am a drink. Long.
So my plan was to throw a plasma grenade at a pile of plasma grenades that's generated every time the second player dies. Now there are usually 4 or 5 grenades total in the stack, and they stay pretty close together. This seemed like a better solution than the Covenant space crate, because all I would need to do to have a setup is have my brother die in a spot underneath one of the gaps. And then I could just have him keep doing this over and over. That might be the ticket there.
You just made it, didn't you?
No, I made it back to the area that we were in.
Oh, I died.
Why'd you die?
You blew me up.
Damn you.
You threw a grenade and I died. That's kind of your problem.
Dude, it's your fault. So the exact problem that I was trying to avoid before, which is my brother being killed from the grenade explosion and then me dying from fall timer, happened. But now that I knew the path down, getting to the bottom was super easy, actually.
I hate brutes. I hate them so much. Bald and ugly. Oh no. My luck ran out. Good thank my Jesus.
Now that I was down again, although I didn't have a checkpoint, the attempt before we both died and had to reset and get to the bottom again was actually really good.
Shoot me with a... Okay.
I didn't have quite the right trajectory, but I think I had enough speed to make it to the top.
I stand back and watch the Shilt show do its magic.
Ooh,
Just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Some of the most prosperous time in American history, just like me. Ever sell everything handed on you on golden platter? Houses costing nothing. College, I worked a part-time job, 3 hours a week, paid off my whole college.
paid off, man.
You know what I did? You know what I did? I pushed carts around.
We were smart.
Away.
We were smart at haggling.
Literally, the most unaware generation possible.
So that
You know, we had all this, everything handed to you. And then you won't admit that you had it good, and it made it easier for you.
Damn it! Just get me through the damn hole. Excuse me, my sir. Please back up. Back up.
Keep it up, Mom. Keep it up. I want to show you my home security footage of me walking around naked. Keep it up.
Subscribe for more.
Oh.
This is the one. Praise Jesus. Dude, I'm socking. At this point, I had been attempting this specific method for about 25 minutes. Now, because you don't have a checkpoint, attempts still take time. And I didn't really see another possible way to do this. So I figured, you know, all I had to do was get lucky one singular time and make it. On we go, giving it a shot. I can't even get up through the damn hole. So after a few more tries, this just wasn't working. I wasn't even getting close. But I had one last idea in the pocket. Because I had a beam rifle, I could overcharge it, and then on the cooldown, I could time it so that I throw 2 grenades at roughly the same time. If I did this against one of the walls by the gap, I could throw 2 grenades against the wall and 1 on the floor, and if I time it right, they'll all explode at roughly the same time. I was almost certain this would give me enough power to make it all the way to the top. Is that brute shot still down here? So overcharging my beam rifle and throwing multiple grenades at the same time also wasn't working. So I was really reaching for scraps at this point. What I thought was going to be an easy, seamless challenge turned into me not really seeing a possibility for this. But I had one last idea. If I could use a combination of grenades and a brute shot, maybe I could get the distance. But there was one little problem with that. We threw so many grenades and created so many objects that every single brute shot on the bottom of the shaft disappeared. So I had to revert to the last checkpoint to pick up a brute shot. But on this attempt, we actually got lucky. We randomly got a checkpoint about halfway down the shaft. This means that if I could find a combination of grenades and brute shots that gave me the distance to get all the way to the top, I could replicate it easily just by jumping down to the lower part each time. We're both gonna throw a frag grenade at the wall, and then I'm gonna go stand in it and try to jump up, and you're gonna back up, okay? 3, 2, 1. So initially I had my brother and I throw a frag grenade against the wall at the same time, and as the grenades were exploding I shot a brute shot below me. But this seemed like too much setup still. So I decided to see what just using a brute shot and a frag grenade at the exact same time would do.
Not once.
I just fucked it up. I suck. And I got closer than ever. So I decided to double down on this method. And I had that checkpoint so I could just revert every time. Now, I just needed to hit it!
Oh, we're talking young. Now he's gone forever. He's gone forever. He died. He's an idiot.
Stop.
Stop. Eagle. Somebody once told me the shape of an L on her forehead.
Oh, the years start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
All right, let me ask you a question. Was it your solo or mine?
Mine, bitch. Oh, I just missed it. Keep going! Please. Guys, I don't live with my mom. I don't live with my mom.
He does. 100% he does.
I'm visiting. Stop!
No,
dude,
he's not.
I don't live with my mommy! Not no
Visiting
more!
the unemployment. He's visiting the unemployment office is what he's doing.
Dude, stop.
He lives in the basement with his mommy. His mommy. Teenage dirtbag baby.
Easy money! Oh, dude, it looks awesome up here.
Sweet, I'm gonna get myself.
Dude, I'm cutting. This is a willow tree from Draenor Village right here.
Touching it. That's mine. I got her first.
Dude, look at all the effort that they put into this.
Why are there trees up here?
I know, like you would. This.
You can't even see this from down there, can you?
Whoa.
Maybe.
Hey.
Hey.
This tree's real?
We're floating around these
Dude,
willow
look
trees.
at this
Hey.
sunset, dude. It's beautiful.
Listen, dude. You're beautiful. Ah, dude, I feel better. Oh, it's so dark in the new ones. This one, I just feel like if I go over there, I can go to heaven.
Yeah, dude. This is heaven, man. And hell, look at hell, dude. It was just redness and suffering and drowning and not fun and.
No, Sam. That was the earth. That was our path here.
Wait, how high does this actually go up?
I'm about 6'2".
Wait, let me jump on your head.
No. It's touching my head.
Whoa. Alright, stand back. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Oh.
He's a real.
That's it.
He's an hero.
I will
What just
become
happened?
Annie.
Why am I locked up?
Oh, what the?
What's going on?
I think we just. I think the game just crashed.